What up, nerds? It's Monk Attack with Over the Hill Gaming, back with a reaction and review of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I didn't get it out right away due to some personal stuff that was going on that I was unable to see the movie opening weekend, but I did see it in the second weekend. For the people that was thinking it was going to be a major flop or bust, they are well wrong. This movie is killing it at the box office. And leading into the movie, I was trying to avoid some heavy spoilers. A lot of reviews came across the timelines on Facebook and X, which, by the way, follow us. I'll put the link down below for our X account and our Facebook group. Please join. But I listened to a lot of reviews of people that I've listened to in the past, including The Critical Drinker, Rockstar, or New Rockstar, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and it was a wide range of reactions and what they thought about the film. There was a lot of people fearing the casting, which the casting was questionable, especially Elliot Page as Sinan. That character doesn't even appear in the Odyssey, and it was a big driving force in Odysseus trying to get home and going to Hades. Some of the biggest complaints I have this movie is they're going to take liberties. It's a 3,000-year-old story, but some of the decisions that Christopher Nolan made in the storyline were kind of puzzling, to put it nicely. Like Sinan, who's not even in the poem, like I said, is one of the people he talks to in Hades. In the poem, he talks to Agamemnon, some random heroes. He sees not Hercules, but like his spirit or something, because Hercules is up with the gods. But there's no mention of Sinan, and that is like the focal point of him going to Hades. And Elliot Page as Sinan, there was a big thing with her possibly playing Achilles. Well, Achilles is the guy he talks to. So they just kind of forced Elliot Page into the whole Hades thing to be the one to talk to Odysseus. Now, as far as Odysseus, Matt Damon, I thought he did a fantastic job. I don't think he was the best performance in the movie. That goes to Robert Pattinson. Who would have think that the vampire from Twilight is killing it in acting? He's a phenomenal actor. I give him all the props. If anyone wins an award for this movie, I think it should be him for Best Supporting Actor. Another controversial casting was Helena Troy. She's not in the movie very long. She actually plays two people, Helen and her twin sister. One marries Menelaus and the other Agamemnon. Agamemnon, he's a very pivotal role in the story. He is killed by Helen's twin sister, which I can't think of the name of. But the whole race swapping thing, she was a minor character in this movie, so it didn't affect the plot at all. It didn't really hurt the movie, I should say. Tom Holland and John Berthal in this movie, Spider-Man and The Punisher. They got another movie coming out here shortly. I thought they did a good job, a really good job. John Berthal plays John Berthal. Give credit to The Critical Drinker, because that's kind of what he says. And he does a fantastic job. If you like the characters he plays, you're going to like Menelaus and John in this movie. Casting aside, the story, I wish it was better. They deviated from the poem, like I had said earlier. The Cyclops scene, which is a horror scene. Um, I didn't like it because they deviated way too far from the Odyssey. They didn't even do the nobody pun and the joke of Odysseus. And the Cyclops scene, it was a great horror, putting you in that cave with Odysseus and his men, and you can't really see the giant Cyclops because it's so dark before he eats some of his men. But it felt rushed after that. There's a few parts throughout this movie where it felt rushed, like it's kind of an important part in the poem, and they just rush through them. And Odysseus, who's supposed to be the hero, at the end of the movie, he kind of is like blamed for the fall of the, I don't want to say Western society, but the whole Bronze Era or the Bronze Age for coming up with the Trojan horse thing. Uh, they make references to him being the smartest general. But how the fuck does the smartest general come up with this plan and puts the horse in the water and they have two of their men drowned once high tide comes in? You think the smartest general would be like, maybe put it up on shore away from the fucking high tide. Another thing that happens is they make Odysseus out to be like almost like a dumb, selfish guy, but he had to weigh his sacrifices of his men both at the battle or war and on the journey home. Sinon, who's not even in the Odyssey, like I said, but in the Aeneid, doesn't play a huge part, and they make Odysseus look like a liar because he had to convince Sinon that it was a gift and it wasn't a trickery. Well, they didn't even get a chance to, or he didn't even get a chance to talk with the Trojan soldiers because they kill him right away, and he's like, "Oh, it's a gift." Well, he didn't even get a chance. Why would he be mad at Odysseus? That part didn't make sense to me, and it leads right into the whole Hades thing. And one thing I'm not really going to bash too much on is Achilles not being in it. Achilles is the main hero of the Iliad, not the Odyssey. So I get like not having him be in this movie, but I don't know how you can do this movie and only mention him once from Menelaus. Uh, Odysseus in the poems, I should say, respects Achilles a lot, and he's considered the greatest Greek warrior. But no, we got Sinon in there. I had mentioned the Cyclops scene being like a horror scene. There's another one with the men actually being basically physically forced into turning into pigs. It's a pretty gruesome body horror scene. Christopher Nolan, though, is one of the best, if not the best, current director. There were some questionable decisions, like I've mentioned in this video, but the guy can immerse you into the storyline and make you feel how he wants you to feel through cinematography. This movie, if it wasn't for some of the decisions in casting, the storyline, the whole fall, like the trickery is what led to the fall of the Bronze Age. I didn't really like that messaging because this is a hero story, something that almost every story nowadays is based on, or at least inspired with. The movie overall, it's worth a watch. It's making a killing at the box office, like I said, but it fell short. I left the movie theater wanting more, not because I was enjoying it, but wanting more because it's supposed to be a historical masterpiece and epic movie. it just fell short. Rushed in areas where I wish it were longer, and then it dragged in areas which I wish they would rush it. Overall, it's a solid movie. Like I said before, it's killing it at the box office. It does keep you entertained through the 3 hours. Parts it feels rushed, like I said. Other times I feel like, come on, let's speed this up because this is kind of dragging. It's not one of the greatest movies ever, like some people are calling it. I kind of feel this is a lot like Avatar. I thought Avatar was an average movie at best, and then James Cameron made 3 of them, and the 4th one's coming out. But this movie is a solid movie, but as far as staying with the storyline from Homer and the original Odyssey, it deviates in places where it shouldn't, criticizes and breaks down Odysseus, makes him misogynistic. It The woke stuff definitely did show through. The casting, which was the big controversy going into it, wasn't as bad as the controversy was making it out to be. It's an average movie. 5 out of 10. 5 being average. All right, guys. Please let me know what you thought about the movie down in the comments. Like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.